Hello there, I'm that one Scot, and this is going to be my video, my reaction to the Clown trailer. I have to apologise, I've not actually uploaded anything for about a good week. Roy had a bad week, so I didn't upload a single thing, and to be fair, I've been working on other things beyond this, so that's kind of why you've not seen anything else up online for that length of time. I'm trying to focus and kind of get more written work done at this point, especially for the channel, to try and get more things up so that you can see what I'm capable of doing and judge for yourself what you think. So as far as the trailer goes, I'm kind of sceptical about this because months ago, thanks to the Amazing Atheist, I'd found out that the original director for this film was dropped because of creative differences with the studio that's involved in making the film, involved in finance and producing that shit, right? And this guy is apparently a better horror director than the one that's directed this. Now, I can't judge what the director of this film has done previously. It's based off that one move of letting one guy go and bringing another one on because the vision wasn't working together the same way. That I'm sceptical when it comes to this. Now, I could be completely wrong, and this could be one of the scariest trailers I see in a long time, and I really hope that's the case. I really do hope it's the case. But the only way to find it, and that's to watch it and see how it goes, okay? So, without further ado, let's just get into this shit. So, earphones on to avoid copyright bullshit, and here we go in 3, 2, alright, right here, oh fuck off, try to get you to play, you bastard, no, alright, fucking hell, right. 3, 2, 1.
There you go. She's all ready, Captain.
Thanks, Billy.
Here we go. Fuck yeah. Oh, nice wee jump scare there.
There's not like any time I've ever been in before. People die or disappear 6 times the national average. And that's just grown-ups. Kids are worse. Way worse.
I saw something. There was this
Clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
look. It's all connected by the sewers. That's where it lives. What happened? Bill?
Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too.
I really hate to say this, but waiting for this just to play it now, to its very end. Hurry up. Finally. This just appears to be another Hollywood horror remake. There's the times it got me with the jump scares, that's the truth, that's the only ones. The bit with the flip thing, you press it, it goes into the next picture thing. Nice wee build up, but it wasn't scary. There's other bits that were alright. The funniest bit was the boy hitting his head off the thing. I thought that was just hilarious. I get the feeling I'll be laughing watching this versus being scared, mind you. So, but aye, just quick wee recap as I'm walking through this here. I'm not gonna. This will not go up on the screen. Yeah, it's just, this is a kind of typical remake as far as I can tell. It's really trying to force two films into one and trying to... I don't even know much about the characters. I can remember them for the original one because they spent more time emphasising the future selves compared to the old selves. I think what they're trying to do is just go with the idea of the younger selves and fixing the problem in Derry when they're young versus when they're old, and come back to it. I think that's what they're doing. But it doesn't really move me much, this one. This doesn't really... This is the kind of film that would frustrate the shit out of me watching it. That's the truth, it would frustrate me watching this. Some films you see, and as a writer, I look at them and think, is there no another way they could have wrote this, is there no other way they could have done this, is there no a better way they could have made this happen? And that's kind of what's going through my mind, is I'm just reflecting on this. What they're doing is basically trying to make as short a film as possible using the simplest concept of children in Derry, here's the clown, and they're going to try and kill it, even though it's try to kill them. And I think that's what the whole film is going to be revolving around, that whole concept there. I could be wrong, but I don't see any indication of them as adults to tell me that that's no the way they're going. Could be that this is just an early example, that the next trailer is going to have the adults there, but if that was the case then it would be that one. But I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring it right, reduce it right down so that it's just the children versus the adults, and it's done in one film within less than 2 hours span. I think that's what they're trying to do, but they're doing it in a generic way. It's no, I don't see anything here that's, you know, so, I mean, to be honest with you, the clown Pennywise, he's no scary, he's no that. I'm no scared watching that clown. The bit with the pictures where the pictures are flying, that could have been scarier. Because to me it just wasn't that scary. I thought it just wasn't terrifying. And yet, even when you saw the clown come out, the only time it scared was the first jump scare, and you didn't even get to see him properly. So that's how I see it. I swear to fuck, maybe I should just become a fucking film reviewer. I'm that fucking miserable watching these films that it's not even funny now. I watch some of these trailers, I'm thinking, that's it. I've not even paid that much attention to many of these trailers, and for obvious reasons now. Anyway, so that's my review of the trailer. It's no amazing for what I can see. Maybe it'll scare some people, but for me it seems designated for the kind of mainstream horror audience versus the kind of the independent horror audience, the ones I would see as the true horror fans. It's more for, like, it's more done towards a mainstream horror type thing than it is towards anybody else. And that's basically what these films are geared towards anyway, the mainstream audience. I don't connect with this that much. I prefer the old version because this one's going to be relying on special effects, it's going to be relying on jump scares a lot. It's not going to be relying too much, for what I can see, on character or story, which the previous one did do. The original Let the Clown did focus more on character and who they were, and made you care about the characters enough that you wanted to see them succeed. It was 2 films long, but it was still better than what I'm seeing here. I mean, really the sympathy level here is the children. That's the truth. The simple level is just the children. Oh, there's these children, they're gone missing, something's gone wrong, it's in Derry. Though you probably use the 30-year gap each time. This will be based back, I didn't even pick up a time frame. Could be based back in the 80s, 90s, something like that. Could be around about that area there. I don't think they'll have modernised it that much, because the whole picture thing could have been done maybe different. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but they could have done that on a phone if it was a modern day thing. Maybe they thought that one was doing something, or they preferred the kind of old fashioned style because it was made, they could bring me a terror. Yeah, somehow they failed to bring that terror in me. Anyway, I'll stop going on because I've picked it up here as much as I can. The good thing will be is this will work for some people, but it's not working for me. There's one person I ken on Facebook who said that it didn't start off right, really scary for her, but then as it got on it was much scarier. And I'm watching this expecting the same thing, and I'm thinking, it's not happening. What she saw and what I see are two completely different films. They really are. So anyway, that's my reaction to the Clown trailer. I hope you know, it's just my opinion on it. If you agree with me, you agree. If you don't, you don't. That's absolutely fine. But anyway, please like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, do all the good shit, all the stuff that means that this will get me to more people and they'll get to listen to me moan and bitch about every fucking trailer I see. And if there's anything you'd like me to watch, please go into the comment section and recommend it so I can take it from there. Well, thank you for watching, and take care. See ya.